if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off.
Hey guys, welcome to back to my channel. Are you done? Jerry obviously wants to say hi. Say hi. So, okay, go sit down. So, today I'm just going to do like a quick brow tutorial and how I do my brows with my Colourpop pencil and my dip brow. So I'm just gonna like really zoom you guys in, and let me adjust this. Yes. Go ahead. So, okay, so I really didn't zoom you in, but I just raised my little light setup here. So, usually, of course, to start my brow, I use this Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B brush, and it looks like this with the spoolie on the end. And I just, well, first I don't come all the way over here, and I just, you know, brush my brows, my little bit of brows that I have. I like a thicker brow, I guess an Instagram brow, whatever you want to call it. That's what I like. So I'm going to take this dip brow in dark brown. And as you can see, I love her. Don't worry, I have a backup. And so I just take a little bit, and then I just begin the process. So now I'm going to my trusty mirror. Guys, this is my favorite Becca bronzer, and it fell and it cracked, and then my apartment flooded. So all the little remains washed away. Rest in peace to my bronzer. So here we go. Let's get some photos. Don't forget the mirrors. So I just outline it, as you can see, like where I like my brow to be. And then I just go up here and do the same thing. And fill it in. And fill it in. Excuse me, Jeremiah, stop. Mr. Pig is our first passenger. So I just fill in any, you know, dark, stop. Any sparse areas I fill in. Or what have you. So that's what I'm doing. I try not to take it too much off of my brow, like, so when I go to wipe them joints off, ain't nobody scared. Like, oh my goodness, she really don't have no brows. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just filling it in. And just trying to be, you know, as good as it can be. So that's how I usually do it. Now I usually do like it a little bit thicker, so I'm just gonna go in and pass the brush through my brows one more time, and just, you know, go like that. Again, brush it. Now before I do add the pencil, I just like to lightly, I guess you could say, trace out. Now it is the golden brow ratio, and it's, you know, one corner of the eye is where your brow is supposed to start. The arch of your eye in the middle of your iris is where, you know, you put your arch, and then the end of the brow should be right along these lines right here. So that's what I try to achieve when doing this. So now I'm going to take my Colourpop pencil in Brow Boss in dark brown, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over what I traced, just to make it look a little bit, you know, add a little dimension to these little sparse brows in the front. So yeah, it be looking a little crazy like it's looking right now. And so I don't really like to put a dark line right here because it's supposed to be looking, you know, like natural. So I just go in lightly with the pencil. And that's what the brow look before I clean it up or whatever. Okay, Jerry. So now I'm just going to do my other brow. Same process. This brow has always been tricky for me. My left side period, cut creases, half cut creases, like it just always look crazy. I guess you could say I kind of have like a hooded eye. Like it's hard. Like my crease is so deep set. So, yeah, this side is always a doozy. So this side might take a little bit longer. But let's get into it. So what have you guys been up to? What's new? You see how that line is? It's okay. We're going to fix it. Don't worry about it. So what's new? What's going on? Like, do I have anybody that's like in the hurricane areas? Like, how is that going for you? Like, did you get out in time? Are you evacuated? My prayers are definitely with you guys. My apartment just flooded, and I'm not even nowhere near those areas. I'm in Philadelphia, and I still get affected from those types of things, and it's crazy, especially when it's rain. Like anything calling for rain, my apartment is like, oh, okay, yes, let's cut up now. So yeah, that's always fun. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just tracing this. And what I see a lot of people doing, like even though it's no wrong or right way to do things in makeup, what I see a lot of people doing, they take the line all the way out here. And I don't like such a harsh line in the front, especially when you're trying to get your brows to look, yes, Jerry, I see. Especially when you're trying to get your brows to look as natural as you possibly can. Like this one looks a little crazy, a little thick, but we're going to get it together. So I'm going to do the same thing for this side. I'm going to take this Brow Boss pencil and just fill it in. And just I'm going to just fill this in, and I'm just going to use the spoolie from the Anastasia brush because the spoolie on every Colourpop pencil I have, the spoolie always does this. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, and then I'm like, I got to get it out like that, and then it's like, then I got to stick it back in there, and it's like a whole bunch of foolishness. I do like this spoolie. It's nice and firm. Like some spoolies are really soft, and it doesn't do anything for me at all. So now I bumped into this concealer. This is the Fiona Stiles concealer, and it's in the shade 9. And yes, I have a backup of this too. They actually had this on sale at Ulta, and I think I got like 3 of them for like, I don't know, maybe like $15 or something like that. But now, like, I think they only sell them at QVC. They no longer sell these at Ulta anymore. So they had like a big sale. They also had foundation, but the shade range was, it was mediocre. Like, it wasn't like, ooh, like, it wasn't like how NYX just dropped 45 shades. It definitely was not like that. I think it might have been like 10, 12 shades or something like that. So with my MAC 231 brush, you know, from the last video, you know, I love this brush. And you're going to see why. I just dip that into my concealer. And then I just go ahead and carve out my brow how I want it. And, okay. So then I just, you know, lightly go how I want to go, you know, how I want it to be. And so I try to, you know, make it as clean as I possibly can, and I just try to do like a light blend before I go in and really blend it out. So that's it. So
Just look at my shiny motor. It is so powerful. At top speed, I can reach up to 130 miles per hour.
So I'm just taking it, going like that, and then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush. As you can see, this brush primarily this is my own brush, my personal brush. I don't use this on anybody, and I just blend it out. But you see how nice it looks? It looks nice and clean. And then I do the same thing for this side, but I just like the precision of this brush compared to my other brushes. I'm actually due for another one because that's how much I use it, and it's only like a couple months old. So helicopters still have plenty of air and space to fly around in, but we also need to change direction quickly. That's why we use our tail. So today I had an interview. It went really well, so I'm hoping for the best because God knows I'm really trying to get out of this house situation because my apartment has been flooding, y'all, for the past 2 years. They have done nothing about it. They moved me out. I'm going to save a lot of it for story time, but they moved me out of here to renovate last year because it severely flooded. And then I moved into the new apartment and it was bed bugs, and I got bit all the way up. It was really definitely not a good time for me. At that time I was working for an apartment building. So I kind of knew, like, I had did my fair housing trading, and I had did OSHA training and things like that. So I kind of knew like what was right and what was wrong, and what they were doing was definitely wrong, clearly, but they didn't care. So they did what they wanted to do. And so with them doing that, they pretty much think they're getting away with murder, and they're not. And no, I haven't paid rent. You're not getting rent from me. I have children, and this is not a safe environment. And now when it just flooded a month ago, and now mold is growing. So it is what it is. I'm not going to speak too much on it because it is a legal issue, but it is crazy. So next, I'm going to take this foundation, the Super Stay, and 355 Coconut, which is usually my shade. And I'm just going to do the top. With our spotlight, we can easily find bad guys. Also, it warns people of potential danger. Wow, helicopter. That is a very bright spotlight. And I can feel the warmth of it. So I'm just going to, and so it won't be so boxy. I'll just lightly go in the front, taking the same brush to blend it out. I just blend this out, and bam, that's done. So do the same thing on the next side. We sure do have a lot of differences, but when we work together, we make a great crime-fighting team. Teamwork sure is important, Car. Miss Smith was so happy when she got her bag back today. With teamwork, we can make such a difference and help people. So you don't need like a whole lot. With another mistake that a lot of people do is like you can literally see the outline of the brows, or the highlighting of the brows, and it's like, yo, your brows should not be that. You know what I mean? It's not like the highlighted points of your face. Like, this should not be like, this is fine. You know, like you add your little highlight or whatever the case may be, and that'll just be that. So this is my brows or whatever. I just run the spoolie through them one more time, make sure everything is everything or whatever. And same go for this side. And usually if I see any harsh lines, like, I just try to go over it. But this is how I do my brows. I like my brows like this. I wish I could grow my brows like this, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still blessed to have some type of brows because some people don't even have the. I'm trying to get more comfortable and with being in front of the camera without any makeup, because it's like I see the blemishes and stuff like that, and I don't have that lighting where my skin just looks flawless. So all in all, this is my brow routine. Hopefully, probably tomorrow or probably later on tonight, I'll be filming another look. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, so I'm going to put another poll up. I did ask my Instagram followers, I did ask my Instagram followers to send me questions for my Q&A, but no one really replied, so I'm going to now put it on Snapchat and Instagram, and I might just save that for another day. So don't mind me, I keep looking away because my son is acting crazy, you know. So yeah, so this is pretty much it. These are the brows, and this is, to me, this is how your brows should look, especially when you're going for a natural look. As far as natural, when I say natural, I mean like as far as the blend and everything like that. So this is it. I hope it made sense to you guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.